Shri Gurubhyo Namaha children. I am happy to welcome you all for our online teaching academy, Ekalaiva. For the class 12, subject Biobotany, chapter 2, Classical Genetics. Today, we are going to discuss about a very interesting topic, gene interaction. What is the meaning of interaction? We are often using the word, why we are interacting with others, why that boy interacting with some other boy. What is the meaning of that interaction? We are doing something, we interact with some other children, no? That is the interaction. Like that, gene also interact with some other gene. What will happen? What will be the first generation? What will be the F2 generation? We will going to see detail. Okay? See, gene interaction. A single phenotype. You know very well phenotype and genotype. What is phenotype? Morphological expression. A single morphological expression is controlled by, the phenotype is controlled by more than one set of genes. More than one set of genes. Each of which has two or more alleles. You know very well, alleles are nothing but alternative form of a gene. Okay, this phenomenon is called gene interaction. Many characteristics of the organism involving the structure and the chemical. So, during the gene interaction, many characteristics of organisms including the structure and chemical which constitute the phenotype are the results of interaction between two or more genes. So, during the gene interaction, the structural and chemical things which constitute the phenotype of the organism. Are you get my point, children? So, once again I am repeating, gene interaction is nothing but a single phenotype, a single morphological character is controlled by more than one set of gene which has two or more allele, in which two or more alleles are present. This phenomenon is called gene interaction. See the flowchart here, gene interaction. It is broadly of two types, intra-locus interaction, another one is inter-locus interaction. What is the meaning of locus? What is the meaning of locus? Locus is nothing but a place or a distance. If I am drawing a line and this is one gene and this is another gene, this distance is said to be the locus. This gene is far away from here. So, the locus, that is locus means the distance. So, intra-locus and inter-locus. Intra means same. Inter means different. Okay. So, intra-locus, three different types: dominant relationship, complete dominance, incomplete dominance and codominance. And then lethal genes, dominant lethal, recessive lethal, etc. And third one is multiple alleles. In case of interlocus interaction, it is of two types, epistatic interactions and polygenic interactions. So, all this we are going to see in detail. Can you get my point, children? Yes. Mendelian experiments prove that a single gene controls one character. A single gene controls one character. But in the post-Mendelian findings, various exceptions have been discovered in which different types of interactions are possible between the genes. Means this is one gene and this is another gene. There may be a different types of possibilities. There is a interaction between these two genes. This gene interaction was first introduced by a scientist called Bateson. So Bateson only introduced and explained about the gene interaction, how the genes are interact with each other, what will happen if the genes are interact. Okay. So this concept is otherwise called as factor hypothesis. So gene interaction is also called as factor hypothesis or Bateson factor hypothesis. So he only discovered this factor, so he named as it is named as Bateson factors hypothesis. Clear, children? According to Bateson factor hypothesis, the gene interaction can be classified as two types. One is called intragenic gene interaction and second one is intergenic gene interaction. This is the first one, intragenic, and second one is intergenic gene interaction. The intragenic gene interaction is also called as intra-allelic or allelic interactions. Second one, intergenic gene interaction, also called as interallelic gene interaction. So now we are going to see the first one, intragenic gene interaction. The interaction takes place between the alleles of same gene. As I said earlier, intragenic, intra means same. So the interaction takes place between the alleles of same gene, that is alleles at the same locus. So alleles are present at the same locus is called intragenic gene interaction. Are you get my point, children? Yes. The intragenic gene interaction includes the following. The first one is incomplete dominance, second one is codominance, third one is multiple alleles, fourth one is pleiotropic genes. These are all the topics comes under intragenic gene interaction. Clear, children? The first one, incomplete dominance. The name itself you can easily understand, incomplete. The dominant character is not seen, incomplete. There is no completion of dominant character. So it is said to be incomplete dominance. So also called as no blending of genes takes place. So incomplete dominance is also called as no blending of genes. The German botanist Karl Correns, the name of the scientist, botanist called Karl Correns, in the year 1905, he did an experiment with the 4 o'clock plant. What is the 4 o'clock plant, children? Yes, Mirabilis jalapa. Okay. In 4 o'clock plant, Mirabilis jalapa, when the pure breeding homozygous means all are same, R1, R1. Homozygous red parent crossed with homozygous white. So R2 represents white, R1 represents red. Both are homozygous. The parent plant both are homozygous. Both are true breeding. The phenotype of the F1 hybrid is heterozygous. So see here, what is the gamete here? R1. R2, second parent. What is the gamete here? R2. when this R1 gamete fused with here, what is the outcome here? R1, R2, and this is the phenotype and this is the genotype. The F1 hybrid is R1, R2. It is heterozygous. The parent homozygous and another parent homozygous fused together gives the heterozygous F1 individual. The F1 heterozygous phenotype differs from the both parent. See here, this cross did not exhibit the character of dominant parents. So this character is totally different. Here R1, R1, here R2, R2, but the F1 is R1, R2. Okay. So this cross did not exhibit the character of the dominant parent, but an intermediate color, pink. So here this red cross with white, we are getting the intermediate color, that is called pink. Clear, children? When one allele is not completely dominant to another allele, it shows incomplete dominance. See here, R1, R1, it is red, and R2, R2, it is white. These two cross with each other to form R1, R2. The dominant is completely arrested. So one allele is not completely dominant. So it is not completely dominant to another allele. This allele is not completely dominant with another allele. It shows incomplete dominance. So dominance is incomplete. Such allelic interaction is known as incomplete dominance. See here, R1, R1. R1 is in one allele and R1 another allele. One allele is not completely dominant with another allele. Okay, such type of allelic interaction is said to be incomplete dominance. The F1 generation produced intermediate phenotype called pink color. The parent phenotype, one parent is red color, the another parent is white color. So red parent, red flower crossed with white to form a pink. The phenotype of F1 generation is pink colored flower. See, when pink colored plant of F1 generation were interbreed, they breed with each other, F1 into F1. Clear? What is the genotype for F1? R1, R2 crossed with R1, R2. Clear? See, if F2, in F2, both phenotypic and genotypic ratios were found to be identical, same as 1:2:1. That means one red, two pink and one white flower were obtained. The genotypic ratio is 1 R1 R1 is to 2 R1 R2 is to 1 R2 R2. Clear, children? From this experiment, we concluded that the alleles themselves remain discrete. Within the alleles itself, they are discrete. The alleles themselves remains discrete and unaltered, providing the Mendel's law of segregation. The phenotypic and genotypic ratio are the same. There is no blending of gene takes place. In F2 generation, R1 and R2 genes segregate and recombine to produce red, pink and white in the ratio of 1:2:1. R1 allele codes for the enzyme responsible for the formation of red pigment. So R1 allele codes for the enzyme responsible for the formation of red pigment. R2 allele codes for an enzyme responsible for white pigment. Clear, children? See, the R2 allele codes for defective So R1 codes for an enzyme responsible for red. R2 is defective. So R1 and R2 genotype produce only enough red pigments to make the flower pink. Okay. So R2 allele is defective, having the defective enzyme. So R1 and R2 genotype produce only enough red pigments to make the flower pink. 2 R1 R1, this R1 and another R1 R1. These two R1 R1 are needed for producing of red. This R1 R1 is necessary for the production of red flower, and R2 R2 genes needed for the white flower. If blending has taken place, the original pure traits would not be appeared, and all the F2 plants would be pink color. Okay. It is very clear that the Mendel's particulate inheritance takes place in the cross, which is confirmed by reappearance of original phenotype in F2 generation. See, this is parent generation. R1 R1 red, R2 R2 white. These two cross with each other to form R1 R2 F1 generation. They selfed again to form one red, two pink and one white. The ratio of 1:2:1. Okay, the F1 generation formed pink color is the intermediate phenotype. The pink is heterozygote. Clear, children? Thank you, children. We will see tomorrow.